The two ways that I find the best right now is through LinkedIn. I think it's a great business networking, business network, right?
Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron.
So LinkedIn is great, and you're right, Cameron. It is completely underutilized. So I'm constantly, because there's a section in LinkedIn that says, you may know. So I look in that and see if there's anybody I want to connect with. And many times it's funny. Often I'll have like 150 mutual connections. So often I'll connect, and just grow the network. My goal is to grow the network. I believe it was, I would say 6 years ago, I probably had just shy of 200 connections. And over the last, 6, 7 years, it's now, and I know there's people that have bigger ones. You probably have bigger than this, but mine is at over 10,000. And that's important, right? So to grow your network, right? And then the second thing I do is I utilize LinkedIn. And when a new connection comes on, I immediately send a message, and after a few exchanges, I'd like to connect with them and have a phone call, because I believe that, great, we have a new connection here, but what good is it if we just know what we know about each other in our profile, what's written? To me, again, it's all about know, like, and trust, right? So how do you know somebody, right? It's a great adrenaline hit. Okay, now I have 160 connections, or in my case, I'm at, 10,022. Okay, great. What good is it, right? It doesn't help us. So let's leverage it. Let's create, let's create a relationship. Let's see how either of us can add value for each other, right? So I'm a big believer in that. Some people respond. It's amazing to me that, people they connect with you and they don't even respond. So if you're listening and that's you, I would recommend change. I politely recommend you change, not for me, if it's some other people, you're on to network. Let's engage, right? And if you don't want to connect, then at least respond and say, I'm not interested in connecting. And more than likely what I'll probably do is unconnect with us, because if you don't want to connect, why should we connect? But I'm very polite, very important to be polite and business, professional, right, and so forth, right? The second thing I'll do is I'll actually, there's a lot of tools on LinkedIn, one where the notifications when somebody has a new job change or promotion or work anniversary. I don't like the one that's about happy birthday. I think it's a little stalkish. But the other ones I click, and I'll say I don't do anything special or custom. But if I get a response, I actually again we'll try to engage and suggest that we get on a phone call. Some of those people we have already had a phone call again, so let's catch up. Let's see where you're at these days. I'd love to see what you're doing, what you're up to. Maybe I could be of value to you. And then others, and others I had never connected with. So I'm a big believer in that. Also big believer in posting content, right? And adding value, right? I think I shared this, but Friday afternoons, Fired Up Friday. I love doing that, and whatever else I could do to add value and be relevant for people. So LinkedIn is huge, and being active on LinkedIn.
Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time.